Every mammal on Earth has fur. Polar bears, lions, elephants, even dolphins still have a few hairs left over from when their ancestors walked on land. And then there's us, naked, exposed, standing in the middle of nature with absolutely nothing between our skin and the world. No fur, no scales, no feathers, just skin. And for a long time, scientists thought they knew why. They were wrong. The textbook explanation goes like this. About 2 million years ago, our ancestors left the forests and moved on to the open African savanna. It was hot, brutally hot, and they needed to run for hours, chasing prey across open land under a blazing sun. The problem was fur. Fur traps heat. It works great in the cold. But when you're sprinting across the savanna at midday, fur is basically a death sentence. So we evolved sweat glands, millions of them, more than any other animal on Earth. And sweat works best on bare skin. So we lost the fur. Simple, right? Stick figure running from a lion, dripping sweat, check mark above head. Furry stick figure running, overheating, X above head. We traded our coat for the ability to outrun every other animal on the planet. A lion can sprint at 50 miles per hour, but only for about 300 meters before it overheats and has to stop. We can run for hours. In the heat of the day, when every other predator is resting in the shade, early humans were still going. We didn't outfight our prey. We outlasted them, and bare skin is what made that possible. Okay, that's the standard answer, and it's probably mostly right. But here's what the textbooks leave out. When we lost our body hair, we didn't just lose warmth. We lost an entire system. First, we lost our armor. Fur is not just insulation. It's a physical barrier. It protects against cuts, scrapes, insect bites, and UV radiation. Every animal with fur has a layer of protection we simply don't have. We walk around completely exposed. A single mosquito can land anywhere on our body. A single thorn can break our skin. Stick figure getting bitten by 10 mosquitoes. Furry animal, mosquitoes bouncing off. Before antiseptics and antibiotics, a small cut could kill you. We gave up our first line of defense. Second, we lost our thermostat. Wait, didn't we just say losing fur helped us stay cool? Yes, in the heat. But here's the problem. Temperatures drop at night. And without fur, early humans on the savanna were suddenly freezing after sunset. Every other animal could just curl up and be fine. We couldn't. So we had to solve a problem that no other animal had ever needed to solve. We needed fire. Stick figure shivering at night, then discovering fire, eyes lighting up. Think about that. The discovery that changed all of human civilization, fire, may have happened not because we were clever, but because we were cold. Losing our fur didn't just change our biology. It may have triggered the entire chain of events that made us human. Third, we lost our social skin. This one is strange. In most mammals, fur plays a massive role in social bonding. Grooming, touching, reading each other's coats for signs of health, stress, emotion. Chimpanzees spend hours grooming each other every day. It's not just hygiene. It's how they build trust, resolve conflict, form alliances. When we lost our fur, we lost that entire channel of social communication. 2 chimps grooming, 2 stick figures just standing awkwardly. So what did we replace it with? Language. Some anthropologists believe that human language evolved partly to fill the social bonding gap left behind when we stopped grooming each other. Talking is our version of picking bugs out of each other's hair. Every conversation you've ever had, every friendship you've ever built through words, may trace back to the day our ancestors went bald. Here's where it gets really strange. We didn't lose all our hair. Look at your body right now. You still have hair on your head, your armpits, your face if you're a man, certain other places. Why? If hair was so useless we evolved to get rid of it, why did we keep it in specific spots? Head hair is obvious. Sun protection for the brain. The most important organ in your body needs shade. But armpit hair? Stick figure looking confused at armpit. Scientists think armpit and pubic hair actually serves as a scent trap. Humans communicate chemically. We release pheromones, Subtle chemical signals that carry information about our health, our genetics, our stress levels. Hair traps, and slowly releases those signals. We kept hair exactly where our scent glands are most concentrated, which means even today, whether you know it or not, you are constantly broadcasting a chemical message to everyone around you. And they are receiving it, without either of you being aware of it. Stick figure with little signal waves coming off them. Other stick figures picking up signal without realizing. Your body is still using ancient hardware, running old software, in a world it was never designed for. Here's the part that should genuinely unsettle you. We lost our fur roughly 1.2 million years ago. That sounds ancient, but in evolutionary terms, it was basically yesterday. Our skin is not fully caught up. We burn in our own sunlight. We freeze without artificial clothing. We bleed from the smallest cut. We get skin cancer at rates no other animal does. Stick figures standing in sun, turning red, then wrapped in layers of clothing, then with a bandage, then with a doctor. Every piece of clothing you own, every bottle of sunscreen, every heated building you've ever walked into. All of it exists because 1.2 million years ago, our ancestors made a trade. They gave up their biological protection and replaced it with intelligence. The fur was the last thing standing between us and having to think our way through every problem. When it was gone, we had no choice. Figure it out or die. And we figured it out, over and over and over again. Stick figure naked and shivering, then building fire, then sewing clothes, then building a house, then building a city, then launching a rocket. Maybe losing our hair wasn't a flaw in our design. Maybe it was the push. The moment evolution essentially said, "You're on your own now." And we said, "Fine." Every other animal is still wearing the coat evolution gave them. We threw ours away and built a civilization to keep warm instead. The question isn't why we lost our body hair. The real question is, what else are we going to lose? And what will we build to replace it?